Sovereignty over all our assets. We have the largest state with all our seas, human rights, fish, all the water. It's all yours now, and that all licenses are legal and valid from today, the 21st of January to the 20th of January next year, when they return back to you and the sovereign government that was founded here in 97 years ago. And there are 5 governments in the state, the Sovereign Republic of Ireland. You have the British government claiming Northern Ireland. You have the Union 6 county government in Storm. You have the provisional government here imposed by King George V on the 6th of December 1921. You have the European government and you have sovereign government. Those 4 governments do not recognise today, as you know. Those politicians, they all come down. And the reason they told me before they don't come, they don't get expenses from walking the 100 yards or whatever it is. So nobody obviously gave them expenses today, so they didn't turn up. But it's so important when David Cameron decides to pull us out of Europe. The first item we said today was the right and welfare of the sovereign citizens. That's you. That's what you are. And your welfare, the first 4 strings are earth, air, fire, and water. You own all those. You own the land. The land is sovereign. That's yours. Even if your house, if they take your house, tell them take brick by brick, but leave you that. That's yours. You put another one. And I think it's so important to know what our sovereignty is. And in this troubled world we live in, and the biggest disaster is coming down the line. So David Cameron calls that election in Britain. What is going to happen? We're only in there. We've only got a provisional government since the 6th of December 1921. A provisional government cannot sit at the table. That's why we weren't allowed, General de Gaulle wouldn't allow us into the European Union. But we have 5 governments now, and they're all called sovereign, so we should be using the 5 of them to the best advantage of you. And how silly Enda Kenny is not to turn up here today, make a big fuss, tell the world, look at the sovereign government, you know, 97 years, by the will of all the people of the 32 counties. What? I mean, running off trying to lying to the country and other countries. That's not on. Because everyone can tell you now exactly when today is and that he didn't turn up here. And he should have come, and all those civil servants should have. What?
He's a brave letter.
Oh yes, and everybody is going to be calling down to the GPO. We read the proclamation that I was supposed to raise our tricolour flag, the Irish Republic, this morning, but they said, oh, health and safety and all this. So then we go up where the Oakland and Hearns defence plan for the Oakland and Hearns escape plans from the GPO was up Moore Street, across Moore Street to the Rotunda, and all these tunnels are in the Rotunda, and that's what they were trying to get to, those tunnels. And the Crown forces cut them off there. That's the reason why. They weren't going up in the picnic. And if they got through those tunnels, they would have come up. Those tunnels lead up to Vaughan's Hotel. And there's a man here today, his uncle put up that tricolour in 1960s. His uncle put up the tricolour in 1916. It was taken down by Diarmuid Lynch. It's never been captured, and it was taken up those tunnels when, you know, the surrender. Diarmuid Lynch wrote it. It was ratified here on the 21st of January 1919 with the green nearest to the pole. And the wonderful history we have, and we shouldn't lose it. So then we go up there, we go to the garden and say, pray for all those who gave their lives. Across the Vaughan's Hotel where the state was founded. Back down Moore Street and back down to Wynn's Hotel from 3 to 6. Up to the ballroom, and anyone who wants to see sovereign scenes of what we did today in here, you're more than welcome.
Everybody in case nobody is here, there was GPO to read the proclamation for
for 2 o'clock, alright?
Yeah.
And it's an open public session in Wynn's Hotel between 3 and 6 p.m. Everybody's invited. Okay? Now, before we disperse, we hope as many of you as possible will come to the GPO for 2 and our march up to the Garden of Remembrance and then in Wynn's later. But what I have to say, I was privileged and lucky to be one of the 20 to 25 only admitted into the Mansion House because for insurance policy, etc. So I thank the I.R.B. for that honour. However, I also have a certain embarrassment because I also think that every one of you standing here, men, women and youth, had as much entitlement as me or anyone else to be in there, where in fact the Irish Cabinet met at 12 o'clock on the 21st of January 1919 before proceeding to the round room for the public session. And hopefully that in the coming years all of you can get in. Maybe next year we might get the old room which can take about 150, but we'll keep looking for it. But you all have entitlement as sovereign people to be in the main building where your sovereign independence was declared before the world and which still exists, and we have to reassert it. And I had a quick look at the round room, and I think it has been disfigured something terribly into an event centre with gaudy tables and whatnot for corporate dinners. But that is the people's most important room nearly in Ireland apart from the GPO. And by 2019, on the centenary of 1919, that's where we should all be. We should push for it, and we should have the 32-county republic redeclared on that date. Let's all work for it. And I thank Billy and the committee of the I.R.B. They are doing fantastic work keeping the truth alive about the real Ireland. Gonna be a long give.
And I'd say one all we want is the government, by the will of all the people of the 32 counties, that was established here 97 years ago. That's all we want, is that government is there today. And I don't think that's too much to ask in 2016 when all those volunteers gave their lives to establish that sovereign government. Thank you very much.